Right, hi. Sorry, everybody, the internet dropped. What I will do, as soon as I finish this reading, I will take the two videos and merge them together as well. So anybody coming on to this one, there was about half an hour beforehand, but during this time, I can't actually put it together. I want to carry on with what I'm doing, so there will be more. Everybody seems to be coming back on here. Let me know if you're there. And I am so sorry about that. I can't do anything about the internet connection. I don't know if there was some kind of spirit there, because Hendrik started going berserk as well. And that's been happening quite a lot lately as well. So we've got the little impish spirits there as well. So yeah, people are coming back, and I don't know where I was actually at with that. So what I have said is I will take these two videos and merge them together at as soon as I've finished this. We can hear you but not see you. Can you see me now? Yeah. I was at the quote. Did I actually finish reading the quote? Thank you for that, Dreamer. This is a good way to actually start this up again. So what I was, the quote that I'd said was, yeah, the fundamental thing that happened and the greatest calamity is not that there was no love or support. The greater calamity, which was caused by that first calamity, is that you lost the connection to your essence. That is much more important than whether your mother or father loved you or not. And this is it. This is what we're going through. We're going through, this is why we've been shedding these layers. We say that they're layers of us. They're not layers of us. They're layers of conditioning and untruths and falsities that we have been told from a very early age. So this is what the work is, okay? And it's not, we all had, we can all look at it and say, yeah, I wasn't loved in this way, I wasn't loved in that way, but that doesn't matter now. It's actually so that we start from now and we develop from now. I'm just going to shut this door 2 seconds. Oh, in, mister. Right. I'm so sorry. I really don't want to get to the point where I have to pre-record these, because I feel we lose a lot on them. So thank you. I appreciate you bearing with me with this. Right. So, like I say, this Taurus full moon, this is where we're at. We're almost at the end of the year, and we've done a lot of hard work. And it's been hard friggin' work, it really, really has. But as this Taurus moon comes in on, is it Monday, Tuesday? As this comes in, like I say, we should have more strength than what we had at the beginning of the year. We should be more self-assured in who we are. We've dropped the masks, we've dropped the role playing, we've dropped the pretense, and now we're ready to actually, step up and say, this is who I am. It's not about approval. It is about authenticity. And if we are not true to ourselves, we cannot be true to other people. So what that means is we're vibrating at an untrue level. So we are going to attract people who are at that level, because people can only meet us where we are at, in the same way we can only meet people where they're at as well. So this is a lot, this Taurus moon. And what has been coming up with this Scorpio moon is this fact of self-love. Do we really, truly love ourselves in the way that we love others? And this isn't about going, wow, look at me, look at how amazing I am. That is not self-love. That is coming from a place of deep insecurity, these people that do that, So what we need to look at here is, do we truly love ourselves, or have we been looking at areas and kind of supports from other people and validation from people to make us feel loved? And this is where we should be at, where we're actually not doing that anymore, where we're seeing that that hasn't been working for us, okay? Because the second we lean on somebody for support, our footing becomes unsteady. So it's when we stand on our own 2 feet, when we are grounded, when we are rooted, this is when we can have that stability that we need. Yes, when other people will come along, it's great to share with them, but we cannot rely on them for that, and we cannot rely on them for our stability. So this is what this Taurus full moon is about. It's shining a light on this. And, this is all about self-care. And what this is saying is you should now be at a level with the work that we've been doing where we can actually say, sorry, somebody's just messaging me there, that we can actually say that, self-care is, I'm sorry, I may love you, but that does not work for me, so I can't accept that. That is self-care. Having boundaries, having real strong boundaries. I'm sorry about this. I'm getting people messaging me. I'm getting people phoning me at the minute. I don't know what's going on. I'm currently in demand here, I think. So yes, so we're into this Taurus moon, okay? And this is a time where we can relax a little bit, okay? We can have this playfulness that we want. We've done the work. Now it should be time for recreation. Now is a time where we can look at our dreams and go, you know what, am I on the road to fulfilling them? Or have my dreams changed, or was I living somebody else's dream? So it's almost like we're needing, and bizarrely enough, this is what the time of the sixth sun talks about. It says, dream yourself awake. Okay, so this is what's happening for us. It's time for us to wake the fuck up, okay? Wake up to who we are, wake up to the love we give ourselves, and wake up to how the vibration we're putting out is attracting this stuff that is challenging to us, okay? So this is what this Taurus moon is coming in to tell us. And it's amazing, I mean, if we look at Taurus, okay, Taurus is the bull. It's there, it's steady, do you know what I mean? It doesn't have to forge ahead, it just stands there, and in its kind of presence, you see its strength there as well. And it's, Taurus likes nice things. It's about quality and sensuality and things like this, but it's given them to ourselves as well. What things do we like that are nice? What is it that really it's quality matters, not quantity, okay? And throughout this year, some of us will have realized that, quantity doesn't mean quality. It's like I say about Facebook. People go, oh yeah, I've got like 4,000 friends. And I'm like, really? How many of them could you call when you were in trouble? How many of them would be there? It's not about likes, it's about life, okay? And when you're, oh, well, I've got 4,000 friends, that is actually lying to yourself, because fine well that, I'm not saying you personally, but fine well that they are not your friends. There's a little, you click a button and it says, I've got a new friend. How many times do them friends connect with you? How many times do you actually feel that level of friendship? And I've just had a beautiful conversation with a dear friend of mine who we haven't been in touch with for a long time. And today we've connected, and it's been like both of us had missed it, but life gets in the way. But knowing that that's still there, and this is it. It's about bringing in them connections, so that we feel connected as well. So this Taurus moon is telling us a lot about, there's a lot of closure. There's a lot of ends in it as well. But rather than seeing them as ends, seeing them as releases. When you release something, you let it go. You don't cut it off bluntly. You release it because it's time to. I talk about this in a way where it's like a shelf life. We all have a shelf life. When we, things have a shelf life. People have a shelf life. When we buy food, we can buy a beautiful cake from the store and we have a piece of it and it's in the fridge and we see it and it's beautiful. We leave it about 3-4 weeks and it's not beautiful anymore. So to cling on to that is starting to rot. And to cling on to that, it is then going to taint everything else in the fridge. So we need to realize that people and experiences and times of our lives all have shelf life as well. So it's time to, with this Taurus moon, it's time to release. get closure. When we release something, we make way for better to come. And this is when we're going to reap the rewards. Now, we're coming up close to Christmas. That Joni Mitchell songs just came in my head there. I don't even know what it's called, but I love Joni Mitchell. I wished I could sing, because I could sing in these, and I could be the singing psychic, but definitely not. So if you think, right, most of you will have had your Christmas stuff, they're up in the loft, or they're down in the basement, or they're in a cupboard somewhere. And in a couple of weeks' time, you're going to be going and you're going to get them Christmas lights out. And them Christmas lights that you took all that time to put them together all nicely, they're going to be tangled. They're going to be tangled to fuck, right? And you're going to have to sit and unravel them. And this is exactly what we've been doing this year. This is what we've been doing. So if we see we're untangling aspects of ourselves in order to be free for the coming year, okay? Because this is it. This Taurus moon is grounding us. We've had there's been so much spiritual energy going on. We're elevating, we really are. But what we've got to remember, okay, is yes, there's the 5D, the 6, the 7, the 8, whatever, but we don't live there. We live here in the 3D. We live here on Earth, okay? And what we need to do is bring the knowledge and wisdom from there to put into our human life, okay? Yes, I know we're spiritual beings having a human experience, but this is what we need to realize. We're having a human experience. This is why we're here, So we can't go up to the planet Zog or whatever and live there. We can't. One day it might be possible for us to do that, but at the moment we're having a human experience. So to try and take away the human out of us, we cannot do it. And this is what I believe true spirituality is. There's probably a lot of backlash I'll get for this, but it's like I say, it's being grounded. It's bringing the two together, and having our feet on the ground as well as having our head in the clouds, okay? So that is fine, but we need to stay grounded. If we're not grounded, we're going to float away, and floating away, you've got to come back to earth one time. And what happens is you usually come back to earth with a bump. Okay, so I hope this is making sense. And this is what this Taurus moon is actually coming. So we're going to get a little bit of a release, a rest, okay? If we're right there, up there in the planet, we could come down with a sharp bump. So it could affect some people worse than others. But I feel a majority of us are going to kind of go, right, okay, nowadays I can actually release. Because what happens as well is, as we're on this spiritual journey, which every single one of us are, that's why you're here, there's so much information given, so much given, and it's, you've got to do this, you've got to do that, you've got to burn this incense, you've got to burn that incense, you've got to do this chant, you've got to, and we don't know where we're at. And half of the time the people that are telling us this don't know where they're at neither, or they do, and it's on that planet Zog or whatever it is. So this is about, making the most of our human experience, okay? This is what we signed up for, and this is what we need to do. We need to keep it real, okay? That's it, keeping it real. And the more we keep it real, the more we keep our feet on the ground, the more we are going to evolve. And this is true spirituality. We don't have to be up there in the heavens. That's where our higher self is. That's where we get the guidance from. But the guidance is given, and we bring it down to us, and we have these roots to the earth. So there's Father Sky and Mother Earth that we're connected to, and we are the middleman, okay? We're not up there with Father Sky. We're not down right into the core of the earth with Mother Earth. We are the middleman. We are in the middle. We are walking the human path, and we are mystics walking the human path. Okay, this is what we're getting. So right. So this is Taurus moon, everybody. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. And what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go quickly into the reading. So has anybody got any questions? Sorry, I wasn't reading there because I listened to them, and they always give me whatever they need. So right, okay, Lost the connection, Freaky, in the call. Thank you for your time and insight. No problem. Thank you for being there and listening to it. Oh, you like my necklace? Yeah, I had to buy it the other day for myself. I really felt I had to buy it. It's powerful. Right, okay. Yeah, I mean, people there are talking about vampires and stuff like that. You know, if we have healthy boundaries up, they kind of get in. So I talked about this on the last video. You know, we kind of point the finger of blame at anybody because we allow or we attract whatever comes to us. Okay. And if we're not learning the lesson from that, then we are going to continue to get it. Okay. So yes, there are energy vampires there. You know, they are. But if we have clear boundaries, they can't get in. Okay, they can come knocking at the door, but we're not letting them in. Okay, so it's about taking responsibility. And this is one of the true things of spirituality, taking responsibility for your actions, for where you're at, for your feelings and everything like that. You know, this is what it's about. When we're pointing the finger of blame, there's three pointing back at us. Okay, so I'm sorry, I don't play the blame game. So if your hair looks a little lighter, I don't know. I did get some blonde put in the front, I think. I don't even have a hairdryer here. You know, I love it. I don't have an iron, a hairdryer, nothing. I live out in the middle of the country. Yeah, the moment we allow someone beyond our boundaries, we've trespassed against ourselves. Exactly. And boundaries, the people that we put boundaries up, and people will respect them. The ones that don't respect them are the ones that were benefiting from us having none. So they're the ones that are going to be upset about it. I have to stop smiling so much in public. People try to vamp. I really need to be tougher. Why? Why do you need to stop smiling? You need to stop smiling, but have boundaries. You know, smile. That is the greatest currency. Smiling at somebody can actually make their day. You know, you don't know how a smile can affect you. I've got a piece of art up there, which is a piece of art I done. And it's a photograph, and it says the smile is the beginning of love, you know, and this is where we're coming from. You know, we're coming from a loving place. Boundaries are coming from a loving place, okay? If we don't have boundaries there, it's coming from a place of fear because we're frightened that we won't be accepted, you know? Okay, people are drawn to it, but yes, you do need it. So don't stop being you for other people. This is what I'm trying to say. You know, don't stop being you for that. But smile at people, you know, and see how far you can let them in. You know, this is it. You know, smiling for somebody doesn't mean that they can come over and grab you and kiss you or whatever. But, you know, smiling at somebody might come over and have a conversation with you, you know, and you might have something to teach that person, or they might have something to learn from you, you know. But like I say, this is taking responsibility. If you feel like smiling, smile, you know, because that is the greatest currency as well. Okay, so I'm going to get into the cards. So I'm going to start with, I'm going to start with Taurus. Yeah, it is, you know, and when people are laughing together, they're loving together, you know. That's what we do. When we are in a place where we're laughing, you know, and we're really belly laughing and you can't help it, and you look around at strangers and they could see it in their eyes, and that makes you laugh even more. Fear disappears. Fear disappears then. There's a great video, and I think it's on a German train or something, and I absolutely love it, you know. Right, okay, so this is for Taurus. So this is what this full moon is bringing to you. Oh, right, okay, there's something happening here, Taurus. Right, okay. Right, Taurus. I feel this is going to be, it's going to be a bit of a bumpy ride, Taurus, for you here, okay? I feel relationships are going to be tested for you, Taurus, okay? This is where it is. Now, what they're saying to you is, this is telling you where this is going to show you this full moon, where you are actually relationships where they are making you powerful, where you are feeling more powerful and more empowered, by this relationship, okay? And relationships where you are feeling disempowered and you're not feeling as secure, where your footing isn't secure. This is what's going to be highlighted because they're wanting you to look at this, okay? This is about your stability and security, and they're going to highlight where you are and where you're not. Okay, there could also be issues with finances coming in for you, Taurus. This could be a bit of a challenge, but what they're saying is they're giving you the ingredients here to have the life that you want. You know, you're strong enough to take it, but are you going to revert back to the old ways? You know, this is somebody needs to meet you where you're at, okay? This is it. And it's almost like when you're shining, are they shining on you or are they taking your light, okay? So this is what is going to be highlighted for you, Taurus. And I feel you could see things in a different perspective. If you don't, then you should. You should be looking at things in a different way, I feel, Taurus, because this is about your power. It's almost like, I mean, this is a full moon in your sign, and this is going to really see where your power is being appreciated and accepted and where it is being taken away and how this actually affects you. Okay, so this could be around work because there's a lot coming in around creativity. There's a lot coming in around finance as well, you know, but it also could be where is it where you can only be half yourself and not be fully yourself, because wherever that is, you don't want to be. Okay, you need to be able to show up and go, this is who I am. And somebody go, you know what, amazing, welcome, you're welcome in here. You don't have to tone yourself down or dilute yourself just to make other people feel comfortable, okay? Because this is where there will be a problem. And as Taurus the bull, you should stand there and stand strong, okay? So I hope that makes sense, Taurus. Right, so who do we have after Taurus? Taurus, Gemini. Hey, Mandy. Right, okay. You're saying you make people laughing in public. I was lucky enough and blessed enough to train with James Van Prague, who was an amazing medium from America. And he said that's what he does wherever he is. I mean, he's the most amazing, egoless, like fantastic guy in the world. I loved his energy. He was so playful, you know, like a child. I mean, if we look at children just smile at whoever, you know, children have no fear of what is going to happen with them. And he said this is what he does wherever he goes. If he's in an airport and people are grumpy or whatever, he goes over and he's like, hi, you know, your hair looks really good today, or are you having a nice day? What are you doing at the weekend? And he really encourages people to talk. And, you know, sometimes that's all we need, you know. And if somebody is quite, you know, if we see them as quite, oh, they're a bit standoffish, maybe go over and maybe ask them why, maybe smile at them, maybe ask them how they're doing and wait for the reply, because a lot of times, you know, people say, how are you doing? And they don't mean it. We've got to be so conscious of how our words affect other people as well. Okay. So, right. Okay. So who have we got now? Gemini, right? Gemini. This Taurus moon is saying to you, right? Okay. The past is over. If you want it. Oh, somebody's just sent me a message. They must be watching. Annabelle, if you're watching, I adore you and I love you and I will see you this week. She's just said you're so full of light today. Right, so Gemini, where I was at, yeah, the past is over if you want it. That was the John Lennon, wasn't it? That was the John Lennon advert, war is over if you want it. And bearing in mind, tomorrow is Remembrance Day. I don't know if this is all over the world, but I do know it's in England. And I'm going to be a little bit controversial here by saying, to me, the real heroes wore white feathers. Okay, that's the way I see it. And that's all I'm saying about that. But Gemini, so it's saying your intuition is now strong. You have seen the dark and seen the light, okay? So what this moon is bringing in for you is sheer determination that you are not going back. You are not going back to the person that you used to be. You are not going back to maybe a person as well, you know, who might want you to to come back. This is what the work has been doing. And it's almost like you have faith in yourself and you have self-belief in yourself. And it's, you know what, it's almost like you're getting into warrior mode here, Gemini, okay? I like it. That fire is burning within you, and I like this. This is what you need. You know, it's like I say, you're an air sign, so often, you know, you're very in your head. This is this fire that is burning in the pit of your stomach as well, you know, and this is what is going to fuel you forward. There might be some anger towards the past and what has happened in the past. Use that anger to fuel you rather than burn you, because if you burn inside, it's not going to help you. The past is still controlling you. So it's letting go of any of this nostalgia towards the past, letting go of any resentments towards the past, sitting carefully between the past and sitting comfortably between the past and the future, and knowing that the future is yours for the taking. You know, it's there if you want it, but you've got to go forward. Okay, this is it. And I feel some of you Geminis, this full moon will actually really see you getting results that you've been kind of waiting a year or years to actually see. Okay, no more sacrificing yourself for your old story. This is time for you to go in all guns blazing. Okay, I don't know why they're saying all guns blazing. Sorry, I don't like guns, but all guns blazing. This is it. You're firing on all cylinders and you are going forward. Okay, so yeah, this is beautiful. You have tackled your fears. Don't feed them anymore. This is what I realized when I had this therapy the other day, and I said, I want to release my demons, but I also want to know what them fuckers have been feeding on, you know, because I have been feeding them, you know, nobody else. I have been feeding them. And this is what I get, Gemini, you know, it's time to just, you're going forward. You're no more are you feeding these fears. Okay. So Gemini, Cancer. Do we have next Cancer? Sorry, these are going to be a little bit quick. I've been spending a couple of hours on them, and you know, I really haven't got time for that today. So, can you hear Hendrix crying? He's old now. He had his birthday on Halloween, so he's 15 now, and he's really he's amazing. But it's like, you know, when you see these old people that just need your attention, and this is it. He wants my attention a lot. So, right, this is Cancer. And the thing is, he's deaf, so I can't even tell him to shut up. You know, he's sitting in the bedroom there. I don't even know why he's crying. Right, okay, Cancer. This is interesting because I feel around this, there's something. Some of you could be buying a new home. Some of you could be starting a new job. Some of you, there's a lot of things going on here. Hendrix. There's a lot of things going on, but again, all connected to your security. Okay. There could be problems with money. Okay. And what this is saying is, I really feel that you need to seek advice here. You know, like I say, Cancers are tough. They're tough-skinned, they're thick-skinned, and they don't like asking for advice, okay? And what this is saying is you need it. Even if it's just somebody saying, you know, you going to somebody and saying, look, you know, if it's your accountant, like, how can I do this? Or, you know, somebody who you know is good with finances or good in that area, saying to them, you know, can you help me with this? Can you guide me? You know, what do you think the best thing I'm doing? I can do is, and this is going to make you feel very vulnerable, okay? Because Cancers don't like to admit that, you know, they can't do something. But what this is saying is this is your path to success. You are strong enough now to ask for help, okay? This is what this year's been giving you. You know, this could be about your security. So this could be some of you actually going to see a counselor or a therapist or something like that. Yeah, it could be somebody going to see a counselor or a therapist, or like I done last week. You know what? I've gone this far and I can't do it. That didn't mean I was weak. That meant I was strong. That meant I was strong. You know, it's being strong enough to ask for help. And this is what I feel is huge for you, Cancer, this full moon. This is what it's highlighting. And I feel it's almost like, you know, this is going to give you the keys to unlocking any pain that you have. It's almost like this is the magic pill that is going to take away your pain and confusion by just asking for help. Okay, so it's simple. It does not make you weak, it actually makes you strong. Okay, so I hope that makes sense, Cancer. So who do we have now? Sorry, I've just got to check your mic because it's raining, it's getting really windy, and right, okay, Bina, get it. Right, there he's in. These are tarot cards, you can't eat these. Oh man, honestly, when I start this community, it's going to be so much better, because then I'm not going to worry about getting up and walking out. It's almost like, you know, when you're going to be sitting in my living room with me, or in my loving room. That's what I prefer to call it, my loving room rather than my living room. So that was Cancer. So who do we have? Leo. The next ones, I will take more time on them. You know, I promise I will, but it's late for me now. And, you know, I keep getting phone calls, and I always like to check that there's nothing wrong with those as well. So Leo, what is this Taurus moon bringing in for you? Leo. I'm so unprofessional, aren't I? Completely unprofessional. Ooh, right. Leo. Wow. Leo got balls. Okay, this is what it's saying. Leo's got balls. So what I'm feeling here, there's an element around you, Leo, where you didn't trust. Okay, you didn't trust the universe. You didn't trust what was happening. A lot of things might have fell away. So it's almost like I feel you've stood and watched disaster, or watched your plans break away, or something like that. Okay, but you're saying now that this was actually to free you. I feel there could be a thing in here where it's, some of you could be leaving a relationship, okay, or being left in a relationship. But that's a good thing. It's because there was no real security there, okay? And what this is happening is, it's for the first time you're seeing that you have choices, okay? You've given too many chances, but now you're seeing that you're having choices, okay? This is what's coming in for you. And this Taurus full moon is going to show you where your true security lies, not a false sense of security, where your true security lies, and where you can get happiness and contentment, okay? This is what it's going to show you. But it's almost like the tower has already fallen, so now you are being given this chance, okay? A chance to make peace with your past, okay? And that means there will be peace in your future, okay? So I hope that makes sense to you, Leo. I like that one, but there's happiness coming for you with this full moon. There really, really is. Right, okay. I don't know if anybody clocked where the reading started on here as well. I see you've joined the Inspiring Woman Circle too, have I? I didn't know, have I? Right, so Leo, Virgo, oh, right, okay. Right, Virgo, what do we have with Virgo? Why am I'm getting this song there. I don't know if this is to do with Virgo. Was it Captain Sensible, Happy Talk? I know that was a cover. What was it originally from? Was it South Pacific or something? It was an old film, wasn't it? Does anybody know where that's from? Happy Talk about things. It's just, if you don't have a dream, then how you're going to make a dream come true? Yeah, that just came through really, and I don't know if it's for Virgos, but it's coming out when I started to shuffle for the Virgo. It's the one with leading woman. Yeah, the divine feminine leadership activation. That's what it is, Spirit. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't join it. I was asked to join it. Yeah. Right. Oh, have I just had an orb as well? There's something going on because this is why he's crying, you know, and he's a little psychic dog. Wow, you are model for South Pacific. Who's putting sunflowers there? Sally. Sunflowers are coming up big for me at the minute. Right, okay, so when I'm looking at this, Virgo, Hendrix, no. Right, okay, you kind of know what your challenge is. Has the color changed? Yeah, I'm not seeing myself, something's going on. I'm so sorry about this. Yeah, it's in Bali. It's in Bali. Right, okay, you know, because I'm thinking of moving and I haven't got a clue where I'm going, and I'm Virgo, so it's like, oh, is it giving me a plan where I'm meant to go? So what this is saying is you now see where your challenge is or has been, okay? Hendrix, no, here. Sorry about this. He cannot hear me. I don't even know why I speak to him. Ben. He does this often when spirit. Oh yeah, I'm so sorry. I cannot help it. So yeah, you know where your challenge is, okay? So you know where you're still not there, but you're actively working towards it. And this Taurus moon is going to allow you to do this. You're going to be stronger. It's going to allow you to do this stronger. Right? It's every time I'm talking, isn't it? He says yes. He says something. I know what I'm going to say to him. Like, yeah, come on, yeah. Right, okay, there's a little bit acknowledgement there. That's all you're getting. You've been out. So yeah, so you know what you've got to do. You know where the challenge is, and this Taurus moon is allowing you to start pushing through with it. Okay. It might still be a little bit tough. I don't think you're out of the woods yet. I mean, if we have a think, we've got, Mercury is Virgo's ruler, and that is still in retrograde until the 20th or 21st, I think. So, we could have another 9 days where it's struggle, okay? But don't give up hope. You're going to get there. You're going to get there, Virgo, without a doubt. And there you go. I've just pulled a card to see where you're going. And there you're going. The 10 of Cups, okay? So this is what you're working towards. There is happiness there for you, but it's just that little push. I feel 9 days from today, not from the full moon, okay? Is there something going on? Is there flashes and everything? Because it's like, yeah, I'm feeling something massively, and he's stopping me from tuning in properly, and there's something going on. So I'm so sorry. Really, I should delete all of these videos and do them again tomorrow, but I don't want to. I do them when it's like this. So yeah, this is pure determination. You've got a week, okay? From the full moon, you have a week of maybe a little bit struggle, and then bam, that's where you are, okay? This is it. So you may feel alone in this time, Virgo, but you've only got a week of it. You've had a lot longer of it, okay? This is a time to keep yourself by yourself, and then boom, this is it. This is where the connection comes in. What date is it? The 12th? The 12th, and then I'm just thinking because a dear friend of mine's coming on the 23rd, and I was wondering when that is. So yeah, so that's the 19th. That would be 19th, 20th, 21st. It would be, yeah, if this is on the 12th. So yeah, the 21st. This is something November the 21st. That is where things are going to really, really lighten up. The 23rd, one of my dear friends who is actually called Magic is messaged me the other day, and I'd said to him, he messaged me and said, how are things? And I said, challenging. they're tough, they're challenging. And then he sent me a message that night saying, I've booked, I'm coming to see you. And I said, you don't know how much this means. And he said, I do, I felt it, that's why I booked. So it was like, that is friendship, that is being in tune. So, right, okay, Virgo. So I hope that makes sense. Just keep pushing that little bit further, okay? You've got this. You've got this, Virgo, okay? Right, so Libra. There's a real impish spirit around. I feel it's a child, okay? I'm really tuning in. There's a childish spirit coming through. Okay? They're like, oh, have you seen me? They didn't realize they're mischievous. Something's good just right. The book on top of my thing has just moved there as well. Hey, Annabelle, I just sent you a kiss before and I said I loved you. Yeah, I really feel this child is coming in because, as I said, this is a time for us to play. This is really for our inner child to come out, okay? And it's this is for all of us as well. And it's cute. It's cute. It's mischievous. It's impish. I was going to say I feel it's a boy. No, it's a girl. There's two. There's two of them. They're just giggling. They're just laughing. It's like they've been saying they're not meant to be here, and they know they're not meant to be here, but they've came in for a reason. So I really feel this is the time for us to play, to really remember that essence, that wonder that we had when we were children. Oh, thank you, Cindy. I really appreciate that. Thank you. Yeah. It's to find that inner joy that we had, like in the Sun card, to find that inner spirit that we had before the world changed us and told us who we shouldn't be. That's what I feel they're coming in. This is what the vibration that they're coming in with. I feel they're about 6 or 7, the two of them. And if they come in with any messages, I'll let you know, but they're mischievous. They're mischievous. Okay, sorry about this. They never work with children or animals. That's what they just said to me. Children, animals, or spirits, they should say. Oh God, when I watch the other readers on here, everybody sits and they're like that and they get their message out and it's great. And somehow they just mess with me all of the time, They really do. I apologize, I apologize, but this is who I am and this is how I work. But I am going to start this community. I'm working out in the next couple of weeks how to do it. Okay, so I will let you know. And I feel it will be on Facebook. And, it's a place where we can just hang out, I'm thinking of names for it, could it be the Love Buddha Lounge or the Love Buddha Living Room or what, it's there. There's sparklers behind me. What? I wouldn't be surprised if John Lennon turned up behind me. The way things are at the minute, it's like anything is possible. The inner child is finally having fun. Wow, that's interesting, that because this work I done was really on my inner child. So yeah. Oh, thank you. Imagine. Right. Oh no. No. He's just looking at me. He doesn't want anything. He's got food. He's got water. He's been out. He's just being a dick. Right, okay, so this is Libra. Okay, I'm going to get these done because otherwise I'm just going to spend time. If they do come back to me and give me anything, I'll be there, but I can really feel their energy. Right, okay, Libra. This is interesting. What they're saying here, Libra, okay, is I really feel this is, I don't know if this is the last 6 weeks or the last, picking up a little bit of a headache on him, probably from all the energy. Sorry. I feel today I got shown that he has a bit of a cancer behind his eye for your animal's health, I feel. And yeah, I feel that's it. So maybe that's where it is. It's on his right eye. Yeah, I got shown that today when I was talking to him. So come here. Yeah. Come on. He wants me over there for some reason, and I can't go over there because I'm on here and not my. He needs CBD on. Yeah. Annabelle. Right. Okay. I'm going straight in this. Right, Libra. Okay. No. Hey. Here. I'm so sorry about this. Go to bed. Bed. Go on. Right. Okay. God. Why do they make this hard for me? Why do they make this hard? Right, okay, Libra. Now, this is saying very, very clearly, I don't know if this is the last 6 weeks or the last 6 months, but it's out again. The last 6 weeks or the last 6 months, okay? But it's almost like I feel you've done healing, I feel you've done clearing, I feel you've done releasing as well. There is an end. It's like there is transformation for you. Something has gone full circle and there could have been an end or something like that, okay? But it's almost like I feel this is what you've been working towards. But this Taurus moon, what it's saying to you is, please take time to rest, okay? You have been through the mill. You have been kind of, this has been tough on you, really, really tough. You're weary, okay? You're not weak, you're weary, you're tired. You have been kind of on adrenaline all of the time, okay? And this is what is coming in for you. You've gone through this transition, or you're going through this. This ending is there. This is where you are transforming. So any endings that are coming, because there is a big shift with endings, but they are all new beginnings, remember, okay? An ending is a beginning. And I feel you need to take from today, the next 4 weeks to rest, to really kind of get your energy back up to speed. Some of you could have been having problems with your kidneys. I feel some of you could be having problems with your airways, chest infection or something like that. It's almost like this blockage, but this is clearing, okay? It's clearing something out. Our kidneys flush out toxins, don't they? In our chest, if there's a problem with our airways, there's been congestion and it's actually moving here, so I see it moving. But in the next 4 weeks, it's about being really, really gentle with yourself as well, okay? I feel, I don't know why, hazelnuts. You need to eat hazelnuts. I don't know why they're telling me that, okay? So some Libras need to eat hazelnuts. You can get hazelnut milk as well. But there is something to do with hazelnuts particularly, okay, that I really feel are going to help you. Now, I don't know if anybody does know what hazelnuts are actually good for. I don't know. There could be more information within that, if any of you can actually look and let me know, please. But this is it. This is going to be very, very good for you. And chocolate, but dark chocolate, like cacao grade chocolate, when you get the 72, it's that and hazelnuts. I don't know why, but there's something that is going to be very, very beneficial to you, Libra rising. And then what is going to happen? The cacao, because they're saying here, it's, your heart is open and there's an heart opening for you, okay? And an art, right, okay, some of you could be taking up art or one of the creative arts. This could be painting, drawing, writing, music, dance, sculpture, whatever. but it's something that there is a heart opening with you. But as I said, this is like a cacao that they're coming in really dark chocolate, and this is coming to open your heart, because it's almost like I feel you're getting in the flow again as well, right? So hazelnuts are good for your heart as well, right? Okay, thank you for that. So yes, so this is what is coming in for you. Okay, so I really feel it's going to be quite an important time, but you've got to do a little bit work on yourself, and I don't mean this as mental, spiritual work. It's about looking after yourself. Okay, Libra, this is what it's about, because it's beautiful what I'm seeing. It's almost like you going forward, you following your heart, you following your dreams, this getting back into the flow, getting your mojo back as well. Mr. Mojo Rising. If any of you like the Doors, Mr. Mojo Rising, that's it. Mr. Mojo Rising. Yeah, that's an what you call them, an anagram of Jim Morrison, isn't it? But yeah, that's so that's Libra. Right, okay, so wow, the cards are even going all over. What the hell is happening today? Right, okay, so got to keep on rising. Yeah, God, I was in love with Jim Morrison when I was young. He was like my ideal man. I could change when I was a teenager. My friends still laugh about it. I could change any conversation to go around Jim Morrison. He was my God, absolutely my God. Yeah. Right, okay. Oh, right, okay, so who am I on? Scorpio. Okay, so Scorpio. I thought I was him. Oh, has everybody seen the Keanu's got to go? There's something just gone again, isn't there? There's something here. I'm in the middle of the countryside by myself. It's like total horror movie scene. My flatmates are all away for the week, and it's like, whoa, man, all these things happening. Yeah, has anybody, what did I say there? The Joker, has anybody seen the Joker? Wow, I watched that the other day, and it is so powerful, really, really powerful. And it just shows that how our society, when people are different or neglected or rejected, how this can cause pain. I think it's a massively valuable movie to watch. And I wasn't mentioning the Joker, was I? I was mentioning Keanu. Why did the Joker come out there? Wow, I think I had a bit of a crush on the Joker as well. That shows my twisted mind. Oh, don't cry, Pam, or cry if it's releasing. There's a new journey there, definitely, for Libras. Definitely there is. Yeah, has anybody seen the Keanu has actually found love? And I'm so happy for him, because he is one of the most amazing, beautiful men that walks this planet. But I am kind of a little bit gutted, because I always thought there was somewhere we were going to meet. Yeah, so yeah, Keanu. Me and my daughter, whenever we mention him, it's like, Keanu, he's just beautiful. Right, okay, so Scorpio, this, what is coming in with you? This is important. This is interesting as well. I feel, Scorpio, this Taurus full moon is really going to make you look at, or it's going to highlight, masculine, feminine. Okay, now within ourselves, we need to find the balance between the masculine and the feminine. If we're too far into one, we're out of balance. Okay, so if we're too far in the masculine, we're too much in our logic, we're too much in our pushing forward, we're too forceful, and all of this. If we're too much in our feminine, we're too kind of floaty and, head in the clouds kind of thing, which I spoke about in the beginning. So what this is doing is saying to you, you need to balance the masculine and feminine energies within yourself. Okay, this is where you are going to get results. This is where you are going to feel stronger and more secure. But this is also going to make you feel stronger or more secure with the opposite sex, okay? So it's almost like I feel some of you could be having problems in relationships, in finding relationships or something like that. Whereas what this is saying is make this an enjoyable thing rather than trying to take control or trying to be completely submissive. You know, you need to be in balance yourself before any of your romantic relationships can be in balance, okay? And this is what it is saying. So it's don't look to another to complete you. Look to another to see how you can complete you. They're saying, if that makes sense, Scorpio. Okay? A lot of positivity around this. A lot of, it's almost like by merging the two, you know, you're going to really find your place, find your security within yourself and within your kind of feminine or masculine role, you know. But in order to make this work, you have to do the work on you, because it's not the outside. The outside is just reflecting what is going on with you, okay? And I feel you're out of balance, some Scorpios, okay? And it's this thing with this need for power can be keeping you imprisoned. Your thoughts need to change. This is where it is. Stop using your intellect and use your intuition, and don't mistake each one for the other, because they are completely different. And this is where your anxiety and frustration is coming, okay? This is the work that you've still got to do in order for you to find this solid footing and this security, okay? Scorpio. So right, who do we have after Scorpio? Scorpio, Sagittarius. It's all gone quiet now, hasn't it? Thankfully, the kids have stopped playing. The kids have gone to bed. Yeah, that's spot on for you. Hold on, I just got it. Right, so Sagittarius. Something interesting. It's okay. Something's coming up here. It's okay. Hold on, I just have to, sorry, I've got to reply to this. This is, I said there was something important. Hey, I'm just busy doing a live on YouTube. I'll be finished in about 20 minutes and then I'll give you a ring then, okay? I cannot really read them at the minute, but thank you, and I'll speak to you in a second, okay? 20 minutes and then I'll call. Okay, sorry about that. Right, so Sagittarius. It's Sagittarius. Sagittarius. Right. I feel some Sagittariuses might be feeling a little bit kind of under the weather. You might be feeling a little bit run down with this Taurus moon, okay? It's almost like I feel mental exhaustion is leading to physical exhaustion. So you may be, like I say, run down. You might have been working too hard or thinking of ideas for work or something like that. It's more mental. And it's almost saying, please look after yourself. Please, a lot of self-care here. You're tying yourself up in knots, worrying about things. Worry never gets you anywhere, okay? It's not, you have everything you need at this given moment, okay, Sagittarius? You are on the road to success. But keep pushing it. Keep pushing yourself, actually. Okay, this is what you're doing. You know, take time to kind of, I feel there's anxiety that is coming through, worry that's coming through here as well. Be patient with yourself, and other people are just going to have to wait. If you can't do it, then you can't do it. Okay, so this is it. Be clear, be concise, and please, I don't know, not all of you live somewhere where it's cold, but it's almost, try and get near water, wrap up well, and go for a walk. Okay, if you can go to the beach, go to the beach. If you can go to the river or somewhere like that, then go there. But it's almost like you are burning the candle at both ends, and I feel you're feeling like you're having to do this for other people in order to secure a job or secure your position. You're not. Okay, you can only give what you have got, and you're trying to give too much more. So really, with this full moon, really take just some time yourself. Okay, this is it. It's time for self-care, to rest, and to give your head a break as well. If you finish work at 5 o'clock, finish work at 5 o'clock. Okay, you don't have to go working into the long hours of the night, and it could be affecting your sleep and things like that, and it's going to manifest in some way where it's going to make you stop. So like I say, you could get cold, you could get flu, you could get something like that, and that is your body saying, there's a great book, I've just ordered it, by Gabor Mate, and it's called When Your Body Says No. It says, what are you saying yes to that your body has to actually say no to? Okay, so that is Sagittarius. So Capricorn, I feel some of you could be going on a trip. Okay, I feel there could be a little bit of a proposal for some Capricorns. Okay, this could be coming in, because it's almost like I feel there could be a trip. There's something more solid coming around your life. So this could be a marriage proposal. This could be, you know what, why don't we live together? Why don't we buy a house? Why don't we try and make a go of this? Okay, this is it. It's almost like a hallelujah moment. We've been waiting and waiting. Why wait any longer? This is what is coming in. Do not let fear come in the way, but it's almost like this moon is coming in to say, you know what? We're going to work together. We can make this work together. I feel this could have come because there's been some sort of emotional upset or emotional loss or something like that. So it's almost like because of that, you realized where you are secure, or where, and Capricorns like to be secure. So it's where you are secure, or somebody has realized that they're secure with you and they want to kind of make it official. Okay, so we could be buying hats. We could be buying hats for caps. I was thinking, what are they saying there? So that's a lovely one, Capricorn. I really, really like that one. Like I say, sorry, there's stuff going on you, and we're in Mercury retrograde as well, so that's to be expected. So Capricorn, Aquarius, what have we got here? Right, okay, Aquarius, okay. Right, Aquarius, okay, what this is going to highlight for you, Aquarius, is where there needs to be changes in working with others. Okay, so there's almost like, I feel there could be a fragmentation, there could be a little bit of upset where there are others involved, and it's almost like there needs to be big changes here, because what I feel there's a feeling of what was planned is not going to go to plan. There seems to be a bit of a wound here. I don't know if this is connected to money, to vulnerability, or what. It's connected to some sort of commodity in some way. And I feel there could be something that you're tied into, or something that you're tied up in. Okay. And I feel within this, it's almost like, I feel there's a break needed. Okay, a break needed. And then I don't know if this is something drawn up in writing or something like that, because there's a lot. I feel there's a lot of mix up. There's a lot of kind of, either carrying people's stuff, giving them their stuff to carry for you. The flow has stopped, and this is, I feel, in a connection. It's almost like a creative differences, I feel, okay? And what this needs to be done, this full moon is going to highlight where this needs to be brought into balance. Now, this could again be financial security, it could be emotional security, but it's something where I feel you're holding on to something which maybe it needs to be let go of, or it needs to be shared, okay? This is it. It's almost like this balance, the balance is out, and it needs to be, whatever it is, needs to be divided equally. Don't know what that means, but it's going to come out within the next 8 days of this Capricorn, this Taurus full moon. Okay, it's going to ask you to look at a different idea for things, and in order to get harmony back, things have to be working in harmony, and at the moment I don't feel they are. Okay, so that's what's going to be highlighted. Aquarius. So then we have Pisces. What have we got for Pisces? Pisces. Pisces. I like this. It's like, you're finding your raw, Pisces. You're finding your raw during this. It's like you're finding your strength. You're really finding your footing. You know, Pisces are a lot of times their head in the clouds, but their feet are firmly pointed in the ground here as well. There's a lot of power coming in for you. Not aggression, but there's a lot of assertiveness coming in for you, okay? And I feel this could be around work. It could be around relationships. I don't like to say the two, but where you've held back in the past, this is like you want a solid foundation. You could be going to a prospective employer and saying, these are my wants and needs. You know, these are my conditions. You know, this is what you're coming into. You're free to say, these are my conditions. They are either met, or I'm not in it, or I'm out. You know, this is where you're coming in. You know, you have ideas about where you want to go. You want to succeed. You want to be happy. And that is where you are going. And if people are coming along with you, great. If they're not, then okay, that's fine. You know, shut the door on the way out kind of thing. This is where you're getting. So you're really stepping into your power, Pisces, you know, and I love this. There's a determination with you. Nothing is getting in your way. It's either, you know, with this, it's either, you know, you're by my side, you've got my back, or you're in my way. You know, that is what's coming in for Pisces. So you're really coming into your strength. Right, Pisces. And then Aries. This is the last one. Okay, so Aries. It's weird because Pisces is usually my last one that I do, isn't it? Hendrix. Okay. Hey, Terry. Right. Okay. Aries. Right. What I'm getting in here, the first thing I want to say is don't fight fire with fire. That's the first thing that's coming in. Okay. Don't fight fire with fire. So you, I feel, have really got to be careful, because you could act immaturely or act a bit childish. I've been talking about being childlike, but there's a difference with childlike and childish. Now, this could be when things are getting too much for you. Okay, we're talking about security. This Taurus moon is all about security. And if something is getting too much for you and you're feeling weighed down, then tell people, you know, tell people for that, because it's almost like I feel you could lose your temper with people, but this is people that you love, you know, and it's, you could be being stressed at work and then you come back and take it out on your family. That's not going to work, you know. It's almost like saying to them, please, I need a little bit support with this, you know, because I know you have something that you're working towards, you're driven, you're all of this, but make sure that it makes you secure in doing this, because if it doesn't, this insecurity could actually affect your relationships. It could affect your inner balance. It could affect your work and your home life. Okay. So it's almost like what they're saying here is come from the heart. Okay. Come from the heart here, you know, react rather than respond rather than react. And, you know, don't let your determination and your assertiveness, don't let that come into aggression. Don't let it turn into aggression, because if you do, you could hurt the ones that you love, who are the ones that you really, really need to hold you during this, okay? So it's kind of a new way of being. Be very careful with your words, okay? Make sure that your words are kind and make sure they're coming from the heart, okay? Because otherwise you could become, it's almost like here with this Taurus, you're either going to stand and this is how strong I am, or you're going to run in with this bullheadedness, you know, and that is where you could actually cause damage to something, okay? So it's hold back here, Aries, okay? Like I say, don't fight fire with fire. So I hope that makes sense to everybody. I'm sorry, it's been a bit of a bumpy road, this one, but I think that just coincides with exactly where we're at now. You know, we're all trying to find our footing and try to find our security at the minute, and it's getting there. You know, we've got Tuesday, it comes, and you know, we'll see how, you know, the tension kind of eases in this time as well. Okay, so thank you all for being there. I'm going to link the two videos up together. Hopefully I can do that. And I'm sorry about the glitches and the dog and the spirits and whatever. But exactly, we got this. You know, we've got this. We've come this far. You know, we've gone through the worst of it. You know, now it's just kind of the rearranging. And if anybody would like a personal reading with me, as I said, my availability is going to be limited as we come up to Christmas. So please book in. I will put the link below. It's lovebuttertarot.com. And you can book there, but you know, be quick or miss out. Okay, so have an absolutely fantastic full moon. Just be present with it, okay, and it will get you where you need to be. So I'm sending lots and lots of love to all of you. Satnam.